Okay, so I need something from down here. So I want something. So I'm gonna steal a couple of bags out of here that I need. And let's see what else. And then I've taken apart the Monkey Kids HQ because there are just so many sweet parts in this set. And I'm going to add my bags from the Monkey Kid mech, the Monkey King mech, I guess the big one, and just add some of these parts here and come up with a MOC mashup. So let's see what I can get into coming up next. Hello everybody, this is Drmcbrick, and I have torn apart the Monkey Kid HQ. Oh my gosh, it is in shambles now. It's basically just a scrap heap, a scrap barge or whatever, literally scrap, but just look at all of the cool parts. And for any of you that have this set and you built it, it is a great set built, but I'll tell you what, the parts that come in it can be used for so many different things, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm taking it, and I have decided to take it apart, and I'll sort all my parts back into the regular bins, and then we'll go from there. But until then, I want to show you what I want to try to do with some parts from this set, along with some parts from the Monkey Kid King Warrior mech, particularly that part down there. Okay, so I started to think that I need something here to kind of bridge the gap between Figsdale proper and the Eastern Figsdale. And so I need something to bridge the gap there. So I kind of need some more buildings, right? But I need to kind of scale the buildings and make them kind of as a transition between the main Figsdale buildings and over here. And so what I'm going to do is, remember I had the Monkey Kid HQ right here, that huge, gigantic beast of a boat that was just too big for anything. And it was just too huge. So what I decided to do was to tear it apart. So here's what came with the Monkey King mech, the Monkey King Warrior mech. It was a nice little build, and I won't go into all the details because you can see the review of it, but it's just a really cool build. You see down below where there's kind of a takeout window from Pigsies and some fish hanging out there and all that kind of stuff. There's an apartment on top. But I thought, you know what? In order to make that transition with Figsdale, between regular Figsdale and Figsdale East, what I need is a whole nother section. And so what I did was build an entirely new section. And so that way it looks like it all goes together. And this will provide a nice backdrop for the transition between the city buildings and my Eastern Ninjago, Monkey Kid, Asian fusion area. And so basically what I did was I thought, you know, we need an alley because we still have to go into the door that's on that particular model there that came with the set. And then all of this I made from pieces that I had in my collection and or from taking apart the Monkey Kid HQ. Now, of course, obviously I'm going to use those Monkey Kid HQ parts for other things too. But I wanted to make sure, and I just saw an error in this, so I won't tell you what it is, but I'm sure you'll find many errors in this. But let's see. So what I did was I added a public bathroom, and the public bathroom, unfortunately, this sticker was put on as used, so it's just a hair crooked. Kind of bums me out. But there is actually a working toilet in there, and a sink and everything like that. So it is a standard lavatory for the public and evidently pets as well. And so you can go in there, after you're getting your food and stuff. I made this particular restaurant here. Now this is a sliding paper door, so it just kind of slides down whenever they need to open it. But there's a restaurant there and it goes around. And then I made all the way in the back here, some suggestion of some stuff with a garbage can, and I'm not sure what that is, an antenna or whatever, and then an antenna. And I don't know why we need such a huge satellite and antenna and cellular dishes and everything up there. There's a big stack, and of course, cellular panels up there, solar panels up there, so that you don't have to be on the grid. That's interesting for an apartment. Well, that's nice. Anyway, but I also use the theme with the different colors, the reds and the whites, the teal, the tan masonry bricks, the sand green, and the gray. And so I tried to kind of keep it all in the sense of if this were a city block, it would be made from many of the same materials, a lot of the same paint and all that kind of stuff. So it's not perfect at all, but you know what? It has that kind of that Monkey Kid vibe. It has that that fusion vibe that I'm going for, and it will definitely look pretty cool in my city. Now, let's go around the back and take a look to see what it looks like. Okay, the first thing you notice is that I walled in the set that came with the Monkey Kid, Monkey King Warrior mech, because this was all just dollhouse right here. And so there wasn't a wall on there. I walled it in, and basically I'll show you what I need to do to take it apart. I just need to flip off this one little thing here, and this entire back piece comes out, and you can see and have all the play features that was in the original model. But so anyway, so I just put that on there like that, and then that kind of vent up there kind of seals it off, and you can see all that sort of thing. Now, to get up to this particular apartment, you need to climb the ladder. Now, if you notice, there's some graffiti back here, and I used some of those wall pieces, those corrugated metal wall pieces, for the walls back here. And the reason I did that was because if you look at this from the front, and I will see if I can get some light down in here, but if you look at this from the front, it gives you a really nice look on the inside, as if there are some curtains and some things like that you might see in this style of restaurant. And so I thought about putting them backwards, in other words, where the corrugation comes on this side here. But I thought to myself, you know what, it actually looks really nice from the window inside that restaurant with that kind of curtain lookish. And what I did too was make these walls so they came off. I could have made it a modular so they came off like containers, but no. So I made this right here. So this actually wall just pops right off, and you can see down into the restaurant, and you can see there's a bunch of things in there. It's a takeout place with a menu and all that sort of thing. Some machinery there. I'm not really sure what they sell in here. I'm not really sure. I know what they sell in the other part because it's Pigsy's restaurant, but in here I really don't know what they sell. You see I did some gauges here, and it goes all the way up to the air conditioning unit up here in this apartment back here. Again, the graffiti right here, I just love that graffiti, so I had to keep it that way. And I also did the same thing for the top. So let's take a look with this wall, and basically all I do is pull this wall out as well. So I take this wall off, and inside of here are two rooms, and it looks like somebody is playing video games, had some pizza, very Spartan in there, but I'm not really sure what is going on in here. There's all kinds of gears and mechanisms and computer terminals. Something tells me this might not be your average apartment, especially with the size of this satellite dish up there. So this actually is kind of the headquarters now that I've taken the Monkey Kid HQ apart. So this is actually the headquarters, and I'll put these back on in a second. But you see how that's divided up, so the wall, so it actually provides the wall in there for the door space as you walk through the door to that extra room and stuff like that. But I'll put these back on when I get done talking here. But you see basically that how it all kind of fits together. So if I take off the back here again, and I'll just take this off here. Trying to do it one-handed is always fun. So I take this off here. You can see there's the Monkey Kid's bedroom. There's Pigsy's restaurant. Again, I'm not really sure what they're selling here, but whatever it is, I don't know. It could be pizza. It could just be cappuccino coffee or something. I'm not sure what that is there. But obviously up here they're playing video games, and they're doing some sort of business up here. Some sort of broadcasting, cellular type stuff, some work. Maybe they're keeping tabs on everything like that. And so what I could easily do is take this off and make this just a pathway to go right into the bedroom as well. So because this window actually pops out as part of this particular model, for instance there, let's see if I can pop it out. It's not pop. There we go. I can actually make this so that it would connect and take those railings off and things like that. So I might do that as well. But I like to put all the walls back on it and just kind of keep it as is for now, because I think it just looks really, really cool. So that's the back side of it. And let's turn it around again. I'm not going to bother putting the front on it or the back pieces on it until, because I want to show you the front. I just think it looks... Tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me what you think, how it looks. If it looks like something that seems to go together, if it looks like something that is really something you'd want to see in the transition between Eastern Figsdale and Figsdale. But I think personally it looks cool. I think it does what I needed to do. It provides some of that transitory transition space, and it's made from the same basic materials and colors and things like that. Plus, it provides a nice right up in here, and it provides a nice headquarters for the Monkey Kid as well. So with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Remember that I am available on Patreon. Check me out there. We're starting to develop a really cool Patreon community, and I have all kinds of different pictures posted as well of kind of the demolition that I did to get to this model, and all kinds of videos, exclusive content there as well. I'm available on teespring.com at the Dr. McBrick General Store, and all of the socials. If you look up Dr. McBrick on all the socials, Twitter, Facebook, Flickr, Instagram, and drmcbrick.com, I am there. So, with that said, thanks for watching. This is Dr. McBrick, signing out.